Another one. Silly bitches beware, you dizzy bitches that's now. I'm giving out all calls, making truth clear. How y'all doing today, collective? Collective, collective. Y'all know I be having to do my warm welcomes because I be interested in what y'all got going on. Alright. I'm in the mood to do a reading. The lights have came on, so I'm thinking that somebody possibly have a light bulb going off in their noggin. Okay, y'all remember? Ooh, somebody doing spell work. Let's see. Y'all remember that show The Grassy that used to be on Noggin? Anybody from the 90s ever probably can resonate with that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Therefore, that's the best way to make time pass. Definitely in a good mood. Five of Cups in reverse. All right, collective. Y'all laying down these old burdens at the altar, huh? Collective, 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 collective. All right, divine ancestors, do your big one. What do we have here in this energy that you would like for the collective to know? This happy select group of joyful Samaritans. All right. Okay, so we have strength. What y'all getting encouragement into doing? Finding a new hobby, jumping into a new relationship, strengthening the relationship that you're currently in, getting a new job, finding new self-love regimens and routines. Let's see. Because you're definitely turning these cups that was bothering you upside down so they could be replenished, refilled, is what I'm hearing. Making a bad situation better because the warriors make it worse. All right, we have the Ace of Swords here. So hopefully something that I'm saying concludes resonation within you, deep in your soul. Okay. Yeah, because you probably healing from some type of heartbreak or something that is not as you would have expected or wanted. You definitely are giving energies of trying to maintain composure after um, some form of emotional or psychological tear. Okay. Hello, hello, welcome to the live. But it's definitely giving me restoreth my soul energy. Okay, so that's very good news for whoever in the collective needs to hear this. This is your confirmation that you're doing well. Okay, from walking away from people who were trying to get a one up on you or trying to win at all costs, anything that was no longer serving you, as well as friendships or situationships with people who were destiny swappers. Okay, a destiny swapper is just a person who is trying to use mirror magic to get your life. Even if you don't feel like your life is all that special, just because you're too close to the mirror doesn't mean that other people can't see you. Okay, we have the Fool here. Aquarius, Aries energy. Okay, Taurus energy. Stepping into a higher timeline here. You're going to be getting news, like myself. You're going to be getting good news soon about opportunity to have a new beginning with something. Possibly something that is pertaining to connections or relationships within your community. I don't feel like this is necessarily something earthly like a job or something, but that could also be a possibility collective. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Give me some information on this Wheel of Fortune. What's turning around for the collective? Some type of okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have some type of stagnation that's being removed from your path, is what I'm seeing, to your creative endeavor. Because there was a hidden insecurity that you possibly was carrying, or a mind frame or a perspective that you were carrying from your lower timeline before you reach this state of enlightenment, is what I'm going to call it. you possibly felt like you couldn't do something a certain way, or you felt like you weren't going to be accepted the same if you were to take on the initiatives that you were being brought from your spirit team, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but there's a new transformation in your perspective of understanding, is what I'm seeing. Take that how it resonates. Okay, we have Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the moon. Give me something with this moon. It's possible that you may need to keep your balance and your stability private and separate from prying individuals being used as monitoring spirits. Okay, people who operate from low vibrations, they're not in control of their vessels. So if they're not in control of their own vessel, that means the energies and the entities that you have now left on their own to basically die off like a parasite, they're basically using these low vibrational people to test your resilience, your endurance, is what I'm hearing. And they'll come in the form of love interest. They'll come in the form of fake friends, fake family members who you never really dealt with, or who just pop up and resurface out of nowhere just to test your limits and your boundaries. But they're unconscious of what you're going through, okay? But the energies that is using their vessel is very aware of what it's doing. So that's why in a lot of texts they say charge it to, the energies and not the heart of the person, because this person's low vibration is a spiritual prison or a form of psychological blockages that they have to overcome in order to become aware of the energies that's using them. That's why I be liking to be the bigger person in regards to dealing with certain external forces and dynamics in regards to people that aren't high vibrational. Okay, the ones who always like negativity, the ones who always cater towards making excuses instead of solutions. Okay, there's definitely a lot of monitoring spirit energy going on, provoking spirit energy, and there's some black magic in the energies. Definitely, someone's will try to bind themselves to you, making their emotional luggage yours for before ascension, is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing, okay? But something that's being given to you is only meant for you. These people are trying to tag onto your weight size, okay? What's that? I've never heard of that. Do you want a spry Campari? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So y'all know how there's a weight limit of the things that you can carry on. Sprite Canberry. Oh, I love that. That you can carry on to a traveling vessel, like what you want to call it, a plane or a bus or something like that. You can only carry so much weight before you have to pay extra. And how these parasites operate, right? They're weighing down your arc, your ability to move forward with their low vibrational energy, okay? And you'll know it by being bored or not being entertained, not being interested, feeling like you could be doing something better. It's not to hurt nobody's feelings. It's just you know better in your soul. But your ego is trying to give this image of a good person. If you're not being good to yourself, you're not being good to them either. Okay. That's how you know you're being called to release it. Okay. Because the feeling not there. Once it's gone, it's probably not gonna come back. And if it do come back, it should never come back the same. Thank you. He ready to review. Yeah, so that's definitely in the energies. I'm here replenishing. Okay. So the moon head came out, right? So I feel like you was hidden in plain sight. And a lot of the times when people are hidden in plain sight with a good intention, a good frequency, they're like on a spiritual assignment. Okay. It'll start making sense once you embrace the new change. Things will start falling into place, especially once you stop resisting what your soul already remembers. Like, for example, when I was going through my journey, right, I had situations and scenarios where it started making sense to me. Um, certain decisions that were made or certain um, scenarios that played out, it just started making rational, logical, and illogical sense all at the same time, simultaneously. Okay, like this. The Ten of Wands energy. Basically, all these different energies came into culmination, and it made it a lot more easier to read the pattern. Okay, because I don't know how to explain that one, Holy Spirit. Because it's all to build you up. Okay, it's definitely all to build you up and build your character. Okay, we have justice in the Hangman, so that's confirmation, like learning lessons. You're not supposed to stay in situations that you are no longer feeling. Okay, but I hope this helps. I'm about to go ahead on and finish my food, and I'm